Coming into number 10, we have Blank Room Soup. Blank Room Soup is purportedly a dark web video leaked onto the surface web. Now I can't verify that, but the video is hella terrifying. We see a blindfolded man sitting at a table, crying and eating what looks like noodle soup. A big giant costume comes waltzing in with a scary kind of silent, creepy atmosphere. He comes and comforts the man, and the man starts crying and gagging, and soon enough another big costume of a featureless man comes in and pats him on the back too. The video is just 1 minute long, but it is absolutely terrifying. Theories surrounding the video are rife, not least on Reddit. Some say that the big costumes we see here were stolen from an actor who had something to do with this man's capture. All the theories seem to indicate that the soup eater is in some kind of peril. Some even say he's being forced to eat the soup that's laced with poison, meaning he'll die soon. Others are convinced that this is an art project. Let's have a final look, shall we? Coming in at number 9, we have Hamburger Lady. Now she is not as fun as she sounds. Who is the Hamburger Lady? I don't know. All I do know is that she is horrifying, and I like the sound of her. Hamburger Lady is a video that surfaced from the dark web 3 or so years ago. Now I have no idea how long it was below the surface for, but unfortunately it's here now. The video is spooky, and not just visually but audibly too. It's filled with chaotic and disorientating sounds, as well as a jumble of sentences, signs and signals. The captions spin a dark tale, saying that the mysterious Hamburger Lady is burned from the waist up and she can't hold on to things. The video also discusses the tubes in her arms and flashes up scary images of a girl in a mask. I have no idea what it means, and honestly, I don't care to. Coming in at number 8, we have Abducted and Imprisoned. This is allegedly a deep web video showing a young woman who has seemingly been kidnapped. As with a lot of so-called dark web videos, there isn't a lot of information here, but we see that the video was supposedly shot on the 14th of August, and it starts with a girl startling awake on the floor when a box falls to the ground. She later holds up a sign to the camera, which we assume is some kind of stream. She says she doesn't have any water and she begs for some more. She also appears to be wearing a shirt with the numbers 000656 written on them. Later the video ends as the barricade she has pushed against the door starts being broken down. It seems that someone is breaking in, and she is deathly afraid of who that may be. Where this video came from, no one can tell you, or no one will tell you anyway. Some people of the internet are hailing it as a fake, while others are pretty terrified. Coming into number 7, we have Corpus Christus. So this translates to the body of Christ, and I am not feeling this video's vibes, although I guess I'd be surprised if I was feeling any deep web video. It isn't really my bag. My bag's mainly filled with cute puppy videos and videos from my friend Molly Burke. Anyway, this video is creepy. It shows images of men, and I don't know, maybe the same man being tested on. The man's face changes from young to like weird and haggard, and I can't really tell if this is real life or animation or stop motion or a combination of all of them. Here is one of my least favourite clips. Things get creepy in the background too. The video culminates with the experimentation getting even worse and worse, with like a mouth cage thing. There are some wires in the head as well, I'm not sure what they're about. And finally, the corpus, the body, is ripped open at the chest by a strange spidery machine, and to be honest, I'm not a fan. Coming into number 5, we have Sad Satan. I feel like Sad Satan could sponsor Most Amazing Top 10. We've mentioned this video quite a lot. Sad Satan is purportedly a dark web video game that comes with a curse, although I'm not sure what that curse is, it's just cursed. Nondescript curses are my favourite. Some redditors who have attempted to decode the game say that it is providing instructions to kill. Others also think that when the game was originally on the dark web, it gave details of the player's whereabouts to a malicious group who could then track the gamer. YouTube channel Obscure Horror Corner lived up to their name when they shared a scary screen recording of the game playthrough on their channel, and honestly, it looks really intense. Far too intense for me. I think Spyro the Dragon is the crux of my gaming. It also sounds intense, and like honestly I don't like that. In the dark web video game, the player is walking down a shady alley and horrible radio signals start coming through. During the gameplay, from time to time, a blank screen appears with strange markings. Finally, at the end of the game, it cuts to a black screen in which the phrase "suffering doesn't end" appears. Great, let's just just hope that that's a dramatic effect. Coming in at number 4, we have the grifter. I do not like a close-up eyeball shot. No, I don't. Not only is the grifter said to be from the dark web, it is also said to be cursed. Only a small section of the original video has reportedly been leaked to the surface web, and if the 67-second clip we can see is anything to go by, then you don't want to see the whole thing. But like, actually. According to 4chan, the most credible of sources, if you watch the whole video, you're at risk of being killed. Jolly D. The 4chan post said that the video came into circulation in 2008 and that those who watched it experienced nausea and nightmares. Some claim to have had their souls altered. A creepypasta based on the footage claims that those who have watched the full video have been killed. Great. So I'm not sure if that's the case. I'd still say that this video is probably nothing more than a creepy video, but it just isn't worth the risk. Coming into number 3, we have Cemetery. This video warns viewers not to watch it as it will enter their unconscious, and having seen this monstrosity, I think that we should all have heeded the video's advice. The video is just shy of 2 minutes long and is all kinds of religious and cemetery kind of satanic footage. What it means, I don't really know, and what it is doing on the dark web, well, I'd rather not speculate. Shall we have another look? Go on then. Okay, but I actually really don't like how this video ends. Coming in at number 2, we have Obedece a la Morsa. Weirdly, it seems that the title of this video is Spanish for Obey the Walrus. What walrus? Who is the walrus? I am the walrus. Cuckoo. No, Rebecca, now isn't the time for singing the Beatles, although I wish it was, because it would mean I'm not in this video. Now actually is the time for freaking out, because this video is too creepy for words. Although actually this isn't the most amazing top 10 hand gestures, so I guess I'll try and use words to describe this dark web creep first. So basically, word on this surface web is that La Morsa is a Latin cult. Is this their indoctrination video? I don't know. The video starts off with an animated face singing a nursery rhyme, and then all of that gets distorted and we see like kaleidoscope colours. We then see what looks like an emaciated transgender dancer with horrifyingly jarring movements and wide eyes. They're also wearing a clown hat, which doesn't fly with me. The scariest moment is when the music cuts and this happens to the sound of a clock ticking. What is this walrus and why is it here? Now this video has had over 25 million views. Are there 25 million people in the walrus cult now? Finally, coming into number 1, heavy audience warning. This is really horrifying. I don't like it, but this is the number 1, it's a Russian snuff. I don't even know how to begin pronouncing the name of this video. Here it is written down on the screen for you. Can anyone from Russia watching translate this? Would I have read the title and been like, okay, not gonna watch it, because if so, knowing Russian would have been really handy. This video is extremely long and extremely disturbing. It's over an hour and a half, and I can't even show you the worst parts because we simply can't air this content on YouTube. I can't speak Russian, so I can't tell you what exactly is going on, but to me, it seems like Russian prisoners are forced to defile themselves on camera and then kill each other. At one point, a man in military wear poos on a plate, and actually it sounds funny, but trust me, it really isn't. The video ends in a lot of bloodshed, and I have to say it is one of the worst videos I've ever seen in my life, and no part of me doubts its authenticity. I wish I could go back in time and never ever watch it, but you clicked on this video, so you asked for this.
Starting off this countdown, we have Hi Walter.
Hi Walter, I was at the mall today and guess what happened? I met the most wonderful girl. We went shopping at JCPenney's and she tried on a lot of clothes.
This video was posted on YouTube back in 2009, and it actually led to a police investigation. So in this video, we see a guy talking to a camera about a girl he met at the mall. At first you're like, okay, it's just some geeky guy excited about his new girlfriend, but no.
Look. And then we got kind of tired of the mall and I brought her back to my place. And I know she hates cameras, Walter, but I'm gonna
He then proceeds to go down to a weird dark room in his basement. That's when you know something is not right. He unlocks the door and we see a woman bound up on the floor screaming for help. People were so concerned about this video, police had to get involved. It's because around the same time this video was published, 15-year-old Kyla Berg went missing. People thought that the girl in the video was her. Now, after interrogating this man, it turns out that this video was just done for fun. But still, what kind of sick person does this for fun? Also, that room he has in the basement certainly does look like a place a killer would hold his victims captive. Just saying. And at number 9, we have the North Carolina sewer monster. Ew. Ew, what is that? There was like 2 things sticking out of the wall. Oh, that is some Stranger Things thing right there. It's fully, oh my god, it's fully contracting. Oh my god. That looks like something straight out of Stranger Things. Yeah. That's no from me. Look at it contracting, like it's so slimy. It literally looks like a human organ. I don't know what that is, and I don't want to know what it is. So, no thank you. In our 8th spot, we have the Swedish Rhapsody. The Swedish Rhapsody is a number station that was used to send secret messages to others. This particular station was in operation from the late 1950s to 1998. Obviously, if you listen into these stations, you won't be able to decipher it, so most of the times it sounds quite strange. And this particular station sounds quite creepy. That is the creepiest thing ever. It's like creepy ice cream music followed by a young girl speaking in German. And then it repeats. Then at one point the girl's voice gets distorted. Yeah, that is undeniably creepy. And if you guys are liking this video so far, make sure to give it a big thumbs up because you know what, it really helps us out. Making our way down the list, at number 6 we have The Brick. Now this is probably the worst video I have ever watched in my life. To save you some pain, we're only gonna play the safe parts. Basically, this is a video of a brick falling off of a truck and then flying into the car's windshield that was right behind it. The brick killed the woman in the passenger seat immediately. Now, you don't see anything gory, but the worst part is hearing the driver and the other passengers' screams. You can hear someone say, "No, mama, no," and just panic and cry. It's absolutely horrifying. The voices alone have scarred me for life. Now, the truck driver didn't even notice that a brick came loose and hit the car, so he just kept driving along. Please don't watch the full video. We're now at our 5th and halfway mark with The Body. So a bunch of strange videos were posted onto YouTube by the same account. The first video is titled Daisy Makes a Mess. Let's check it out. That's definitely a coded message. I feel like if we play that backwards, ugh. It literally, some guy with like a hooded thing, like dissecting a body. That's creepy. I think what's creepier is that message though. I kind of want to like play it backwards and see what it says. And then another video on his page is one titled Daisy Plays Hide and Seek. So now let's check that one out. She's just gonna move. Don't do it. Don't. Thank God. I was just waiting for all of a sudden the body to just like fall or like move or something like that. Yeah, that's a little disturbing, I would say. Yeah. Even if that body bag is fake, to even like think about that, to be like, yeah, I'm gonna create a fake body bag and then put her in the closet and then create all these like cryptic message videos. Yeah, we don't mess around with that. And at number 4, we have Rubber Johnny.
Now, how are you feeling? You feeling okay? You feel well? Go and get you something?
I literally have no clue what this video is about, but it features this alien-type creature locked inside of a dark basement with this chihuahua. Now, apparently this is just an experimental film, but still, it gives me the creeps.
Seeing something? Is there something you see over there? What do you see there, Johnny?
Like, that is nightmare fuel. I'm never gonna be able to sleep again, seriously. But it gets worse.
Don't breathe like that, it'll make you feel really strange. I'm with you, nothing's gonna happen to you. Just calm down now. Just try to relax, try and keep calm.
Like, damn, that escalated so fast. BRB, let me just go cleanse my eyes out real quick. And at number 2, we have A Day in the Life of. Now, this video was designed by Janssen, a pharmaceutical company. It's meant to show people what it's like living with schizophrenia. And boy, is it scary. As scary as this video is though, it gives you an insight on how much suffering people with schizophrenia are going through.
Family space, and you can get up and you can join the family and you can sit and have a conversation, or you can get up completely out.
They did a really good job with this video, as creepy and unsettling as it is. And in our number 1 spot, we have The Dead Grandmother. I honestly don't know if this is real or what, but basically a deaf man named Joey posted a video onto his channel titled "My Dead Great Grandma's Coffin in My Own Backyard." And then he goes on to show you that, yeah, his great grandma is just chilling in his backyard. I'm not judging him. Like, if he wants his great grandma close to his home, sure, keep her in the backyard. But then he proceeds to lift the coffin and show us what's inside, and I did not need to see that. Sorry, Grams. No, just no. Like, some things should just be kept to yourself. But that's not the worst part. This man then proceeds to kiss her on the lips. And it's not just one kiss. No, he kisses her multiple times all over her face. I'm sorry, that's just like way too much for me.
Starting off at number 10 now, we have Punishment. This is a very strange video uploaded in 2017. It's unlisted, meaning it can't be found by searching for it. You already have to have the link to even see it. The title and description are a jumble of letters and numbers, and the video itself sounds like this. That's creepy on its own, and then it gets even weirder. Some Reddit users realized that the title and the description were actually written in a rotation code. That means that all the letters have been kind of pushed along the alphabet in the same amount. In this case, the number was 8. They then reversed this and found the true message. It reads, "The sacrifice of Henrietta and Igor. Red, repress the memories of trauma with drugs. Blue, militaristic training and decimation of the Ming. Green, denial of events and atrocities committed against them. Yellow, personas compartmentalized. Pink, core personality entirely destroyed."
Blue, your trigger is Spider-Man.
The title was also translated to Punishment. Also, during the video, there is a code that appears on the screen which translates to "Spider-Man and Elsa are your friends." Now, this has led many to think that the video is some sort of subliminal message linked to the whole Spider-Man and Elsa conspiracy on YouTube. That's honestly a topic for a whole other video. We don't have time today, but you guys should go and research it if you're interested in this so far. Next up at number 9 now, we have 11BX1371. That's the name of this very bizarre video that spread online in early 2015. Here's a segment from it. The black and white part is 2 minutes in length. It features a person wearing a plague doctor costume in a rundown building in a forest. They hold up a hand with an irregular blinking light. One of the most noticeable things about this video is the continuous buzzing sound that can be heard in the background. Some reported that it sounded like someone was repeatedly saying, "I would love to kill you." One Reddit user created a spectrogram of the sound and found both text and images concealed within it. One part simply said, "You are already dead." The images depicted women being leading people to think that this was actually the work of a serial killer. These fears seem to be confirmed when later research found still images from the horror film The Bunny Game, another one from the German film Slasher, and also a picture of a victim of the Boston Strangler. In the years since its discovery, people have continued to try and decode the video and discover its meaning. If you look this one up for yourself, you can find much more about it. Some of it is too dark to even mention in this video. And that's me saying that. Moving on to number 8 now, we have Rubber Johnny. This video was originally uploaded in 2005 and began circulating in emails before appearing on YouTube. The video claims to document Johnny, a 16-year-old inbred mutant who has been locked up in a pitch black basement by his ashamed parents. Other than Johnny, the only living thing we see in the basement is his dog. The video shows Johnny descending into a kind of madness. It eventually morphs into this creepy drum and bass video that seems to get weirder with every second. Next up at number 7 now, we have Daisy Unwinds. This is a very disturbing video uploaded to YouTube in 2015. It's actually part of a series of videos, all with the name Daisy in their title. The videos were removed from YouTube, but some people had already downloaded a few to upload later, and this is one of them. In this video, we see a body bag laying in a bathtub. A masked man feeds the body bag with a spoon from a bowl. Backwards music plays as well. At 41 seconds in, the man starts banging his head. A split second later, we see a message on the screen. Redditors piece together the words to find that it's part of a poem about death. The video has raised more questions than answers. What does it all mean? Who exactly uploaded it? And perhaps most disturbingly, is that body bag real? Moving on to number 6 now, we have Sad Satan. This is a video from 2015 that appears to show a game from the deep web known as Sad Satan. The uploader claims to have found it on a deep web forum. The file was signed only with the initials ZK. The file showed no signs of malware, and so the uploader played it. This is the recording that he took of the game. Pretty eerie. Most of the game features the player just walking down these dark hallways with sort of creepy psychedelic sounds being played, accompanied with the player's footsteps. This pattern seems to go on for a long time, interrupted only by strange black and white photos towards the end of the video. The audio also starts to include a loud rumble with what sounds like voices slowed down. Further on, we see that the maze is full of childlike creatures. Occasionally a white screen will flash up with a message written in wingdings. A Reddit user translated them to find messages such as, "I can track you, kill, kill and kill again, you are on my list, hail 666 and sad people died." The uploader eventually deleted the whole game off his computer, leaving the internet still trying to decipher its dark messages. Next up at number 5 now, we have Dining Room or There Is Nothing. This video has been around almost as long as YouTube itself has existed. It was uploaded in 2006 and has been freaking people out ever since then. The woman stares at the camera with a blank face and utters some gibberish words. Then, seemingly out of nowhere, she drops her face right into her own bowl. Later on in the video, she lifts her head up and says to the camera, "There is nothing." This video is scary enough by itself, but then people realized a few things about it. The second half of the video is an exact mirror of the first, only in reverse. It's supposed to be played on a loop, going round and round for infinity. They say this video tells a story of our desire to know what happens after death. When the woman in the video falls into her bowl, she dies. She returns to utter the words, "There is nothing," as in, there is nothing after death. No heaven, no hell, no afterlife. Life and death are just an endless cycle, just like the video itself.
There is nothing
Moving on to number 4 now, we have 16. That's the title of this unlisted video on YouTube, which has been viewed over 8,000 times. It's very disturbing, but in a way you can't quite put your finger on why. It's from the perspective of a person watching people on a swing. A fuzzy wind sound blows in the background along with a single monotone noise. The people in the video don't seem to be aware that they are being filmed. They walk over to some other people in the park and then the image freezes. A strange motif sounds while this happens. At 16 seconds, a single frame shows the words "You've met." The video then resumes for a few more seconds before ending at the 25-second mark. In the 7 years since it's been uploaded, many people have tried to discern who uploaded this, why they did it, and what that message of "You've met" really means. Honestly, part of me doesn't even want to know. Moving on to number 3 now, we have I Feel Fantastic. This is a piece of absolute nightmare fuel that I have talked about before on this channel. It was first uploaded in 2009 by Creepy Blog, a channel which has not uploaded a single video since. It features a mannequin-like character known as Tara the Android, who sings a song through a voice simulator. The result is haunting, transfixing, and repulsive all at the same time. Tara the Android remains motionless throughout, but is seen in a number of different positions. One of the only big changes in shots comes when the camera snaps to an outdoor location that looks like the edge of some woods. One of the song's lyrics includes the words "run, run, run, run." Now, naturally, people felt there was more to this video than meets the eye. Some people believe that the creator is a murderer who killed a woman named Tara and dressed up that doll in her clothes. They say the outdoor shot is of where she was buried. This theory was strengthened when people found that the description is a cryptic reference to the Greek legend of Pygmalion. He was a sculptor that created a statue of a woman for himself because he felt that all women were tainted. Perhaps the person who made this video felt that the real Tara didn't live up to his expectations, and this doll is the first step towards bringing her back to life. Moving on to number 2 now, we have Transfiguration. This is a bizarre video posted to YouTube in 2008 by Oliver de Sagazan. It starts off fairly tame. Oliver is seen muttering some words. He then begins to cover himself in layers of material. The painting and sculpting continues for 9 minutes and begins to look more and more horrific with each layer. Oliver himself seems to be losing his mind. Some people believe there is a hidden message along the way in this video. What is this half-human, half-beast creature we see being created before us? What does it mean at the end when his mental state seems to crash and crumble with every swing of his head? Perhaps that's for you to decipher. And finally, number 1 now, we have Streetwalking. That's the name of this video, uploaded by Shay St. John. Now, if you've been around on YouTube for as long as I have, you may recognize that name. The surreal videos fascinated the original YouTube community back in 2006 and 2007. For many though, they are very creepy. Streetwalking is a notoriously weird video. Just take a look.
She is totally obsessed. She's buying her stairway to heaven.
Shay St. John has remained burned into the memories of everyone who watched this the first time round and all the other videos. The character always wears a series of wigs and dresses and has wooden hands on sticks. It's thought the character lost her arms and legs in a horrific car accident. Now, some die-hard members of the community are convinced that this Shay St. John was actually more real than people know, and the videos like this contain clues as to what dark events really went on.